So, you ever wondered what peak male perfection looks like? Here it is. Anyways, I'm going over the AC1 by T-Rex Arms. I do not like this plate carrier, right? When I first got it, I wore it for a whole of 2 months and then said, no, never again, won't do it. It's dumb, I hate it. But I made a YouTube channel. I still had this laying around in one of my drawers. So I decided to, make content, right? So put some plates in it, came out to the range. I've been shooting it in conjunction with this Flux Raider, but I wanted to show you a few different configurations, or at least 2 different configurations, because I don't have like a bunch of kit I can strap to this thing, right? So one is just taking a LBV or a chest rig and throwing it over this system. This isn't a flawless system. Any of my long-term viewers may notice that my TAPS kit looks a little bit different. It's got to be set up this way. I've got some stuff going on. It'll be back to its normal configuration when I get back from dealing with shit. It'll be great. It'll be back to its original beauty. But for right now, Big Army says you can't have any aftermarket pouches on your TAPS kit. Anyways, working with the TAPS kit, it's not terrible. Working with an LBV, a chest rig, it's not bad. It really isn't. You get that thing nice and tight. The only thing is, you're not really doing this one-handed. It's super clunky, super, honestly, awful. I don't even think I can get out of this one-handed. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you can throw this over your AC1 if you would like. And then another configuration, which is the peak configuration. And I call this the soy boy configuration, just because I think it's funny. Stay. Super sick, nasty Chinesium chest rig here. This one is by IJ Tactical. That totally in Minecraft isn't drop shipping these things from China, even though it says it's a Florida-based company. But I don't know about that because it reflects under IR, like super bad, creating beef. It's the reason why I need y'all to sponsor this channel, because when I get shitty equipment from I don't care what company it is, I will talk shit about them.
Oh, are you alright? How you... Barry!
So you support me and I will support you. Go to my Patreon. I do monthly giveaways of different little pouches and stuff that I don't need or don't use. So go look at it, right? I'm not super disappointed by this pouch. This, I think, is peak configuration for this silly little plate carrier. It's maneuverable. It's got that low profile, like I'm a SWAT dude. I'm gonna come in and just stack bodies and fuck hotties. But at the end of the day, it's not very modular. You can't add every pouch you'd want to it. I honestly hate elastic pouches. Super Velcro-y, and I don't know what Velcro-y is, but just like everything's just, I don't know, it just bothers me. There actually is some wear too on these corners, and I think maybe on this corner too. I'll pop this off in a minute, and I'll show you where the wear marks are. Oh my God, how much of this audio is fucked and how much will my editor hate me? Anyways, we're back now. My cons with this, of course, are I've got a rip in the side. It's got this stupid cummerbund that I can't add pouches to, can't make any modular things. And I want side plates. Well, you're not getting side plates because this is a low profile plate carrier. If you are getting a plate carrier for the first time, do not get a low profile plate carrier. It's silly, especially for your use case, whatever it may be, because when you're starting out in guns, you never know how far down the rabbit hole you're gonna go, right? So, you start off like in the Army, you get a TAPS kit, right? Very fun, very cool. And then you want a clone correct AR-15. Cool, you get that. And then you're like, ooh, I see like the guys I admire getting a battle belt. So, and then you get that. And then you're like, ooh, I see all these guys with these super cool JPCs. But you don't get that. You go, oh, that's a low profile plate carrier. I'll get the AC1. But you were wrong. You've been fooled. I don't know what this tangent's supposed to tell you about, but what I will say is not a fan of this. You can't put back panels on the back of it. The only reason I like back panels is for a hydration source. So if you can't put a back panel on it to keep hydration on your kit, you can't keep snacks in your kit. You can't build this out to be a sustainable rig for about, 48 hours, then it's kind of poo-poo. I don't want it because, shit happens. And if you want to use your kit in real life, or you need to use your kit in real life, you need to be able to sustain yourself during a gunfight. That means you need food, water, and equipment, right? And you're not going to be able to carry a lot of food or water on here unless you're going to put a canteen on the side or one of those nifty little hydration sources, or the little hydro flasks. But the fun thing about those hydro flasks, if you're doing a lot of cardio, how long's that water going to last? You want a 3-quart, hydration source on your back. It's super sexy, super clean, and will keep you hydrated in an emergency situation, which I'm assuming you're into that because you have plate carriers and shit like that. I need to keep your tension up. So let's shoot a little bit more. I'm kind of rambling here, guys, but at the end of the day, I don't think this is a good plate carrier, especially if you are one of those dudes that, want a high-speed, low-profile plate carrier. It's not for you. But I've been banging how much I hate this plate carrier. I do need to give it some pros, right? So some of the pros I'll give it is that it is low profile, right? Super low profile, super cool for if you want like a rig like this for CQB, even though you'll never do CQB, and CQB is dumb, right? You can take placards, which is also pretty nifty, pretty cool, because you want to look like the cool guys. But at the end of the day, those cool guys can only do what they do because the infantry's around to support them. So that is what it is. Do with that as you will. Another nice thing about it is it does have low profile shoulder pads. So you'll see, I'll use the K19 as one, is like the K19 has like such thick shoulder pads where if you're gonna brace, because this doesn't have a stock on it as a brace, if you're gonna brace a pistol up against you per se, that brace is gonna be poking out like 2 inches from your shoulder. I might be being a little hyperbolic there, but that brace is gonna be pressing out further on your shoulder. And they have those little clips there, which are freaking awful. If you ever see a QD clip on a shoulder plate of a plate carrier, viewer, if you ever see that, do not buy that plate carrier. I don't care. Your stock's gonna slide right off that thing every time you go to, stock up, or that brace is gonna slide off every time you go to brace up. If it has a plastic QD mount on the collar, it's not worth your time. You're never gonna need it anyways. The JPC's got a nice sleek system. Get a JPC, right? That's just a pull cord, Velcro, lays underneath, everything's still flat and compact. Tangent aside, right? Will this plate carrier work as a plate carrier? Yes, but it doesn't have that that I love in a plate carrier. If I was gonna go and tell some kid what his first plate carrier should be, I would say get a JPC. Go get a used JPC. If you're not in the military, Ranger Green's fine, but do not go and settle for these random plate carriers you see online. These random plate carriers that are like $150 to $200. Just save up a little bit more, get yourself a JPC, and move on with your life. Don't settle. That being said, like, comment, subscribe, and check out my Patreon, you beautiful freaking losers.